He's had some excellent runs when he's filled in on the Pro Tour, none more so than this, so as he stormed through into today's final to take on the Asp. The battle will take place across the best of 15 legs. Williams wins the ball.
First leg, Nathan to throw first,
Nathan
game on.
wins the ball to start the final here on Stream 1 with me, Chris Murphy, and they've even let Dan Dawson join me to talk you through it.
Yeah, back with the big boys on Streaming Board 1. And we do have one of the big boys in Nathan Aspinall, who I feel has kind of been overlooked in recent weeks with all the World Series and Premier League and everything else going on.
60.
And the rise of Luke Humphries, of course. But then you look at what Nathan's been doing at the start of the year, and as you say, he's gone from somebody fearing for his career to somebody playing
100.
some of the best darts of his career. And watch out at the match play in Blackpool and everywhere else, because Nathan Aspinall is back. There have been a couple of times I've seen him today where he has had little
60.
twinges in his arm, so there's still a concern there, but it's not stopped him throwing some absolutely mind-blowing stuff. And he's averaging more than 99 for the day over 6 games.
81.
That's top quality.
Yeah, and it's about 10 points more than his opponent in this final. Although 3 of Aspinall's 6 games have gone to a deciding legs.
140.
Yeah, it looks like Jim Williams got at least 1 match dart against him as well. It's difficult to tell from the Dart Connect system.
Labanauskas and Kuyvenhoven, the other two. That match was streamed here against Mike Kuyvenhoven.
42.
It was absolutely incredible. He was really in need of a 153 checkout to stay in the match. He took it out, and then he took out 170 in the next leg. Absolutely
140.
incredible stuff.
Well, he's making a habit of it, because in the game that he's just won against Kim Hybrex in the semis, he took out a 156, followed immediately in the very
60.
next leg by a 132.
Right, well, he's left a 160 here, so let's see if the pattern continues. Scott Williams, of course, can stop him. Starts on the ball and ends on double 16.
69.
But he hasn't found it. So here comes Aspinall, the master of the big outshots.
40.
Gave him the big build-up and everything.
Well, the game is young, but this is for a break.
Game shot.
And that's exactly what it is. Scott Williams has taken out some enormous names today. Johnny Clayton, the win against him was significant. But beating Rob Cross, his practice partner, and a bit of a mentor, really.
99.
That might be even more significant for Shaggy, particularly due to the fact that that got him into the semi-finals for the first time.
Yeah, having lost to Cross at the quarter-final stage the last time he was trying to
180.
get there as well. Nathan Aspinall slamming in a maximum, his 13th of the day.
99.
Yeah, really big names he's beaten. Baggish, top talent in America. Clayton, top star in Wales, or one of. John Henderson, World Cup champion for now.
100.
Former world champion Cross. Chris Dobie in the semis. And Gary Blades in the first round, who had beaten Cross yesterday.
133.
133 to leave 170. That is conventional, but we will see some creativity from Scott Williams in this match. He is a player who's got lots of different, seemingly mad methods, but actually
46.
a lot of them are...
There's always method to the madness.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that that method is the best way.
81.
Well, that's not the best way, but it wasn't intended. And it might just give some optimism to Aspinall here, because it might only be a dart at the ball for Williams.
58.
Although I have it on good authority, he's good at hitting that. 3 times in one visit earlier on. Double 8.
73.
One treble combo for Nathan Aspinall. He has the treble. And the single.
77.
Sort your head out is the advice he's just given it to himself.
Williams
Game
will
shot.
have heard that, and he'll be wanting to get in his head. A 2-leg lead might just do that a little.
Well, I am interested
140.
by the psychology of this, because Nathan is the big favourite for this. I don't think he'll be
140.
aware of like the averages for the day. He knows he's playing well, though. He knows that much. He'll assume that Scott Williams has been playing all right, but Betting doubts that Scott
140.
Williams has been playing as well as he has. But going into a game where you are a heavy favourite, I remember Joe Cullen doing it, going into a game against Zoran Lurchpap in a Pro Tour final.
96.
He said, I just walked in, I know I'm going to win this. It's just a case of how much. I mean, it's a dangerous way of thinking, but we're told that confidence is a good thing, right?
Yeah, just wonder how many players have had that thought and not won.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Never mentioned it.
Yeah, you just don't mention it.
180.
Another one for Aspinall. This is a potential 11 darter, but he was attempting to sort his head out, as he put it, because
171.
he's missed a dart to win that previous leg. And he's
9.
missed 2 to win this leg. And the excellent setup from Scott Williams has put him in the picture.
He wasn't doing much missing against Kim Hybrechts in the semis. It's a double-double finish.
74.
And he got the first one, but not the second one.
Usually so good in this area.
Game shot.
And he nails it to cut the gap to a single leg, halving the lead of Williams in the early exchanges in this best of 15 final. I've met once before, by the way. Williams
96.
won that match 6-1.
Yeah, convincing win, wasn't it? So it's not as if Nathan's walking in going, I don't know who this bloke is. He's had a warning.
59.
Yeah, absolutely. And this match will have a lot of interest for lots of reasons. One of them are the chasing pack in the Challenge Tour, because if Williams wins this, he
48.
puts himself in with a good chance of actually getting a tour card by being in the top 64 at the end of the year.
Yeah, well, it could open doors to get into TV tournaments, couldn't it?
180.
I think the match play is probably a bit far off, although you never know. Win this and have a great...
Well, there still is a Euro Tour and 4 more of these before then.
Yes.
60.
It's still a long way to make up.
And he's the first reserve. So, you know, when you're first reserve, you usually end up in everything,
Yeah.
don't you? Somebody pulls out somewhere.
95.
But you could go and, worry to win this. You could have a look at the Grand Prix race and things would be looking good. It'd be pretty much nailed on for Minehead. The World Championship is pretty much... He's going there
85.
by one way or another.
I mean, if you look at the tour card race now, yes, it's very fluid because there's lots of money that will come off between now and then, but he'd move up to provisional 65th spot on that
127.
race, just with winning this match.
Well, there you go. But winning this match is a big ask, because Nathan Aspinall, what he has shown today, he's shown excellence,
60.
but he's shown grit and he's shown determination. And he's looking at tops now to level the match. He can work his way down from there. He'll have to work his way down from there.
No score.
And he kind of did, but he was so far high that he probably needed the 3 darts to get down.
Another in there. Oh, he would have loved to have
100.
punished Aspinall there with those massive misses.
Game shot.
But no more missing. It's 2-2. The break is cancelled out.
Well, the Asp did find himself. The big scare he had was against Jim Williams, and we think it's at least one match dart. We're not quite sure
85.
how many. But what we do know, he was 4-0 down in that game and came back to win it 6-5.
57.
They're the sorts of matches where you can convince yourself your name's on the pot. It's only the 17th Players' Championship event this year. Aspinall's in his
93.
3rd final. That is quite a decent strike rate.
Yeah, he is the last person that's not Michael Smith to have won one of these events,
60.
having won in Barnsley in April.
At the same time, though, Scott Williams, 3 Challenge Tour wins from 3
100.
appearances in the final. If he gets there, he wins it. He's not a bloke short on confidence. It's been very, very clear as soon as we've
100.
seen him that he believes in his own abilities.
We saw him on the European tour, reached the last 16 there in Leverkusen, didn't he? Has got some better fitting trousers for the Pro
100.
Tour. But I think we can see a glimpse of the yellow socks, and I'm pretty sure that they're the socks that have got Paul Nicholson's face on them.
Yeah, I've not inspected, but I'm assuming that's
81.
the case.
So Nicholson finding creative ways himself to get himself back in Players' Championship finals.
I don't think he can invoice for being here,
91.
He'll try. been fun to have Colin Lloyd with us in Germany
133.
this week. And it's been fun to watch Nathan Aspinall as well, producing some excellent stuff. And he's looking to lead, having lost the first 2 legs.
No score.
Couldn't get much closer. But Williams could break here.
Double 16 it is.
38.
Well, there's been a fair few missed doubles in this game already. That is a 10th missed dart at double from Nathan Aspinall alone.
Game shot.
But he does not follow it with an 11th, and he moves into the lead for the first time in this match. It is not the high-quality stuff that we've seen from Nathan Aspinall so far today.
123.
But if he can just get into a little zone that he's been in for large portions of today, then he could take this final away from Scott Williams. Because he's performing at
97.
about his level for the day in the statistics terms, at any rate.
Yeah, we had a great final yesterday, didn't we? We were really treated. Michael Smith beating Dirk van Dijvenbode 8-6. Both players averaging well above 105 in that one.
94.
We had a great final on Monday night in the Premier League. Michael van Gerwen beating Joe Cullen in a last leg decider.
140.
Darts every day this week. What a dream. This is the end of the bread and butter stuff. It's back to the bright lights and the fun and fiascos of the World Cup of
180.
Darts in Frankfurt. As Williams weighs in with a 180 to put himself on the brink of levelling. But here comes Aspinall.
Oh,
180.
great darts. It's a 4th maximum for the Asp. Leaves him on a 2-darter. Williams has to find a treble. Not that one. And the Asp could make it 4 on the spin, and he's just pacing back
41.
and forth, hopping between his feet, desperate for the chance. He can still do it. No longer.
It really was watching Williams' dart with
52.
interest there. Aspinall waiting for an opportunity to pounce. He might still get one, but not if Williams pins double 12 or double 6. He's
Game
pinned the
shot.
latter, and he's squared up the match at 3-3.
A bit of a rot stopper.
$100.
Yeah, the dodgy doubling really has kind of deflated the averages in this game. You mentioned Aspinall, 4 180s, 3 140s, 5 scores of between a ton and 139 as well.
100.
But 10 darts missed at double, meaning his average is only around the 90 mark.
Yeah, and today has been characterised by some big combo finishes of Nathan Aspinall.
140.
So far, he's not been able to finish off more than 40 in this game.
Yeah, that's 63 that we've just seen, the highest out of the match so far, produced by
93.
Williams. Certainly giving Aspinall a good fight.
$91.
Now then, the king of the 170, Nathan Aspinall.
Colin Lloyd kept telling me that was him.
Yeah,
138.
he does that. Well, let's find out definitively here.
Well, it might be Scott Williams.
Might be.
He'd absolutely love it as well, wouldn't he, Scott
98.
Williams? He's something of a showman. And he's going to get a chance. That's perfect. The ball.
145.
Oh, wasn't far away. A grimace from him.
Great dart, leaves double 12. That looks handy. And he kisses off it, and that is a satisfied Nathan Aspinall.
I think we have liftoff, Dan, in this final. An excellent exchange. Both players
140.
battle ready.
$100.
And he's finding the top of that treble 20 bed often now. Scott Williams, a
140.
perfect dart for him to try and follow.
$60.
And looks all set to level at 4-4.
105.
116
40.
will do that. It's a bit of an off leg from Nathan Aspinall. All the time you want here, Scott.
$92.
Knocks a lump off that to give himself 3 darts at double when he returns. And Nathan, I think, may already be thinking about the next leg.
59. Game shot.
A double 6 signals the start of the next leg. Second time he's hit it in the match, 4 apiece. And the off stuff continues here
41.
from Aspinall. This is an opening from Williams for Williams already. And he's in again and again.
180.
A second of the match for Scott Williams. Looking to impose himself on the Asp.
140. 140.
Got to fill it up to get to a finish, so you'll need that one, Nathan. Oh,
180.
beautiful stuff.
Well, that's 5 for him. And that one with panache.
90.
And how about a 140 to follow? We haven't seen one of those thunderous finishes yet from the Asp. We're not going to see it yet in this match. Now Scott Williams
100.
has some decisions to make about how he goes about this 91.
Surely he goes aggressive. He does. It pays off. 2 darts. That's low. But that's where it needs to be. And Scott Williams, the man without a tour card, leads in the final of Players' Championship 17. 5-4 up on the former UK Open champion Nathan Aspinall.
Well, 2022
100.
for me has been a year of emerging talent. We've seen players who we knew were bubbling away under the surface, ready to lift off, like Luke Humphries,
80.
go to the next level. I think we're seeing Michael Smith go to another level in his career. But the likes of Danny Janssen picking West title for the first time, and maybe, just maybe, Scott Williams will be
57.
the really shining star of the newcomers come the end of the season.
Well, we have seen players without tour cards win these titles.
58.
Krzysztof Ratajski was a guy who won a number of them and established himself as one of the top players in the world over the subsequent years.
Did Joe Mernon do it as well?
Joe
56.
Mernon did it.
Nicknamed Shaggy at the time.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not even the first Shaggy to win a title without a tour card.
93.
Josh Payne, I believe, didn't have a tour card when he won one.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was nicknamed Shaggy.
No, I don't think so.
100.
Time to get to a finish.
Took the words out of my mouth. But he
60.
can't heed the advice, despite us both dishing it out to him.
$94.
Well, I just wonder. He had a look at 84 and missed a big number. Didn't even get a dart for that shot. Nathan Aspinall. It would have been for a
135.
fourth leg on the spin and a 4-2 lead. Since then, it's been a very, very even game when it looked like the Asp was in control. But double finish this time for Scott
54.
Williams. And again, he's just not quite able to pin the second double.
So, to break back and take back control. And
51.
Aspinall has failed to find double 12 with 2 darts. As close as they weren't in. And Williams can stretch his lead here. Too high. Too low.
20.
And that's not there either. And you can see Aspinall reacting there, geeing himself up, celebrating the chance. Can he take the chance? Oh, has a little look at Scott Williams and shakes his head there. What's occurring here?
Is double six occurring? It's not,
18.
you know. 3 clear darts missed by the Asp.
Well, animated Aspinall, angry Aspinall.
Game shot.
But Williams maybe on the way to winning. 6-4 lead, 2 ahead, 2 away.
85.
Well, it's a different setup in Niedenhausen than it normally is in these Pro Tour events. We've got these little individual rooms where the streaming boards are.
140.
And there have been a few players over the last couple of days that have said that they are so quiet because they haven't got the hubbub of all the other outer boards or people milling around, that every
43.
little noise is amplified. So walking back to the table, anything, having a drink, people are getting a little bit self-conscious about making any kind of noise.
58.
I was having that chat with Lloydie earlier, and he was saying that when it is so silent, you also start anticipating noises before they happen, and that can put you off. The sound of silence. Bring back the boos and whistles, I say.
Get in there and boo.
58.
Give him some abuse.
Yeah, don't do that, by the way. That was tongue-in-cheek comment. Go and behave yourselves at the World Cup this week.
136.
Good behaviour from Scott Williams here to get down to a finish.
Well, the Asp would have gone to
80.
the bullseye at the end of that if he'd pinned another treble 20. You could argue he should have gone second dart, really. But this game might be getting away from him.
57.
That's not as big a hole as he wanted to put in that 167. Well, he's gone bull second dart there, and he's nearly carted that last dart in frustration into the carpet.
32.
And he may as well have done, because it's just sailed into the one segment. And Nathan Aspinall is on the ropes here. And I'm not sure whether he's going to drag himself back off him.
62.
Big exchange coming up here. It's another dart dropped. Last time he did that, he filled up the treble 20 bed.
135.
Quite managed the repeat down at the bottom of the board. But if Williams hits this, then it's a mountain to climb for Nathan Aspinall.
16.
Oh! Wow. Well, I thought it had a chance, but it didn't find the mark. And Nathan Aspinall is going to get 1 dart. The target is double 16. And he can't hit
44.
it either.
Both players miss that target.
Game shot.
But Williams hits, and now Williams leads 7-4 and will throw to pick up his first Pro Tour title when he's not even a pro. Doesn't have a tour card. Top of the Challenge Tour. We are going to see him surely next year regularly.
134.
On the Pro Tour. But he might win a title before he even can call himself a professional.
60.
Well, it all started with Gary Blades, who's had some very, very big scalps here in Niedenhausen over recent days and weeks. But then one of the top players from America, the American number 1 to be at the
92.
World Cup this weekend, Danny Baggish. John Henderson, the defending World Cup champion, along with Peter Wright. Johnny Clayton, the Grand Prix and World Series
96.
champion. Rob Cross, the European champion. And Chris Dobie, a man in the top 32 who's a multiple title winner in PDC darts. It is an incredible list of names that Scott Williams, a man
65.
without a tour card, has beaten to put himself on the brink of winning a first senior title and maintaining his 100% record in finals. 3 out of 3
100.
on the Challenge Tour and potentially 1 out of 1 on the PDC Pro Tour circuit.
74.
Scott Williams thriving in finals. Nathan Aspinall disappointed in himself. You noted that big moment earlier on when he could have raced further
125.
clear with a 4-leg surge. But he's been stuck on 4 legs as Williams has raced away.
96.
Well, it'd be quite the shot to stop the rot and keep his hopes alive. Oh, no, no, no. It's far too close anyway. I assume it's caught the flight, but it should be nowhere near.
80.
He's lost the last 4 legs of this match. Nathan Aspinall. Is he about to lose the match? Oh,
20.
well, that battered off the barrel as well, and it just took the direction out of the point. Edging closer, but once again he's dropped a dart. Doesn't seem to bother him, doesn't seem to stop him. Aspinall survives for now after seeing Scott Williams pass up the opportunity to win the match himself. 3 darts missed for it.
3 championship darts come and gone for Scott Williams. How many more will he get? Because Nathan Aspinall has already produced one enormous act of escapology today when he came from 4-0 down against Jim Williams and survived at least 1 match dart, quite possibly more.
180.
That's some response though, isn't it?
Absolutely is. Great entertainment here. It's not a match that has the astronomical averages of yesterday's final, but
100.
boy is it a gripping game. A circus of a darts match. You've got the great showman that is Scott Williams and
100.
the ace escapologist that is Aspinall.
Downs for the 17s. He
91.
does, and it leaves the 170 that we've been teeing up as a possibility over the course of this game. And it might need to be a certainty if Nathan Aspinall is to win this, because Scott Williams, with his second 180 of the leg, is 2 darts away from the title.
It would have been astonishing. It would have been out of this world.
98.
Scott Williams would have felt on top of the world, but now he's hoping for Aspinall not to take this out.
Double 12. He's had a mixed relationship with this double in this game. And double
60.
6 is not there. You can't say he hasn't had chances to turn this around, Nathan.
Williams has missed 5 darts for the match already, make it 6.
Game shot and the match.
But Williams wins, and a non-pro player wins on the Pro Tour. Scott Williams, the first man to win a PDC Pro Tour title without a tour card since Krzysztof Ratajski, and he's gone on to win multiple times. Williams has beaten a man who's won multiple times in a final, Nathan Aspinall.